And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. So here's Miami's starting group. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Mitchell is out there with Hero. And it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Lakers, Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. The post pair form will be Vanderbilt and Ayton. And it's Smart in at the point. And when you look at these two teams tonight, GA both have a number of veterans on their rosters.
Well, we hear all the time about how valuable having experienced players can be. And clearly, both of these teams have bought into that philosophy.
Powell for three. A rebound by the Lakers. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And that was not an easy game for them to do. They barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
Felt great about their chances in overtime. It took a little extra, but they were able to get it done.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Powell. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, thanks. The Heat knew they needed to add more shot creation, and this summer, they went out and got just that, acquiring Norman Powell, coming off an all-star caliber season with the Clippers, and doing so without giving up much draft capital in return, or even a starter. That has to be considered a home run for the Heat.
A terrific addition. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
The veteran smarts of James understands how to absorb the contact and still finish.
At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
Reeves outside. Offline with his three. For Miami, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Adebayo passes to Hero. Back to Adebayo. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Mitchell with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Back to Hero. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
LeBron passes to Reeves. Miami grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't zap their energy for this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you.
Good priorities. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers and a new group getting ready for Miami. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Hackett. Left side, Adebayo. It's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hachimura. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Rozier looking around, and the layup's good off the glass.
Strong take inside by Rozier. He might be a smaller guard, but he's got no fear.
Here's Vincent. Rozier defending. Here's Connect. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Jaquez the pass to Larson. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Pass to Connect. Fires the three. Drops in the tray.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
Outside Rozier. From deep three-point territory. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Connect. Jake LaRavia out there with Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reed. And it's Curry in at the one spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now here's Powell, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Curry against Rozier. Pass to LaRavia. From deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
It's a bit of an awkward moment, Richard, for Dalton Connect on the Lakers. Traded away, but the trade was rescinded.
Stuff like that rarely happens, but it does happen. And Connect, he's got to understand that this is just a business. But it still stings a little bit.
The shot's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Powell outside. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Rozier, guarded by Curry. And it's Rozier missing.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Looking confident inside. At 6'8", Hachimura is more than capable of inflicting some damage down there.
Here's Larson. 9 points last game out. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. James checked in for Los Angeles. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Earl comes in for Terry Rozier. And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 14. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's LeBron. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Jaquez. Trains the three-pointer. Jaquez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
LeBron outside. Fires away from outside. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Jovic. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
GA, you hear about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
It's Jaquez with the drive.
I love that LeBron is still willing to go up and challenge at the rim. He's still got that fire for an old man.
James absolutely owning the inside. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Hachimura. Vanderbilt comes in for Dalton Connect. Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Austin Reed. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Seth Curry. Khalil Ware's checked in for the Heat. Davion Mitchell comes in for Norman Powell. Jaquez with the ball. James covering. Here's Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Up top, Adebayo. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now, Hero. 6 points for him. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smart finds Vanderbilt. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Mitchell outside. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute.
Ready for some high RPM and amazing stuff from your pocket bike, Arena Entertainment.
Hello and welcome. LeBron James in the spotlight again. He has been getting it done.
Well, this is nothing new. LeBron James wreaking havoc. A lot of these young players grew up watching him do this. Now they get to experience it firsthand.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, but I'd say they'd much rather watch him dominate than experience it. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they should win this one. But we always talk about these trap games where a team comes in thinking that they could just walk away with it.
Especially when the opponent is thirsty, as is the case here. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. When this game is finished, they'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Tyler Hero out there with Mitchell, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So, RJ, one of the stories for the Lakers last season were the strides that Austin Reeves took as a player.
Reeves increased his scoring averages, going from about 16 points a game to over 20. He is a steady source of offense, and I don't think there's any argument that he is one of the best bargains in this league.
Lakers leading by 13. Powell with the steal. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. This is his first free throw of the game. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. I had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mitchell against Reeves. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Reeves the pass to Smart. Here's James. Oh, the strength of LeBron.
Look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Now, Reeves. After Norman Powell missed from long range.
There it is. With Reeves, you don't have to worry about his confidence.
Mitchell passes to Ware. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got 5 points in the quarter.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Back to Hero. They need this. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Some changes for the Lakers. Hachimura, he's checked in for 8. Dalton Knecht comes in for Vanderbilt. And Curry subbed in for Smart. Heat also with the sub. Jaquez is checked in. Now, Hero, he has 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Shot's good by Hero.
And the range for Hero is up there with the best shooters in our league.
Pass to Knecht. It's up a 3. Good on the triple. Knecht's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to
to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And here is Los Angeles now. After Tyler Hero hitting the three. From deep, James. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat trail by 14. Jaquez outside to the paint. Ware with it. He's against Hachimura. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Come on, everyone.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Jake LaRavia out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Dalton Knecht. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. Hachimura. Jaquez with the rebound. So Rozier will bring it up for the Heat. It's a 14-point game. Off target with his three. Here's Curry. Hachimura. The second chance effort. He lays it in. Hachimura's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Lakers.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Rozier. There's the pick from the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 16. Curry finds Hachimura. It's Knecht on the wing. Hits it from three-point range.
And when you need a bucket from outside, Knecht is your man.
Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And some changes here for the Lakers. James checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Vincent subbed in for Curry. And Miami also making a switch. Heroes checked in for Terry Rozier. Pass to Larson. Here's Jovic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Larson with the bucket.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
James looking it over. Shoots from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 13 points for Dalton Knecht.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Jovic. And he does not hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Jovic. There's the triple. And there's the three.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Now Reeves. That shot no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And it's off. Los Angeles leading by 17. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Vanderbilt comes in for Dalton Knecht. And Smart subbed in for Vincent. And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now.
Welcome to the floor. All right, time to cheer on your little girl dance team. Let's go.
Adebayo down low. Vanderbilt defending, and he banks the layup in.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Austin Reeves, Powell there for the rebound. The Heat trail by 15. Hero, good, lays it right in there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
The Heat have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. On the wing, Mitchell, guarded by Smart. Here's Powell. 6 to shoot. Now Hero shoots the 3. Vanderbilt rips down the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Can't get it. The Heat trail by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now we present the player of the game, LeBron James.